Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Yerly Datu, a channel that gives you English teaching, English learning, and English motivation. And today I'm going to give you my student speaking performance. 2 weeks ago, I gave them a project speaking on an issue, and I have selected some best videos to be presented here in my YouTube channel. And for the first video will be presented by Sabrina. She will be talking about the best way for English exposure, of course with her own version. Okay, so check this out, listen to her opinions about her best way for English exposure, and don't forget to give comments below. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Check this out.
Hi everyone, and for today's video I will be talking about exposures in language, in any foreign language. In my case, it's English because I am in English business major. I do some research and then I ask my friends, and then later at the very end of the video I will talk to you about my tips. So the first thing that is that I'm going to show you is, of course, my research. So my research is to just talk and to not mind the grammar at all. I cannot stress this enough. All of my friends, not all, but like most of my friends think that if you cannot speak proper grammar, you cannot speak proper English, which is very much not true. Because if you think about it, how else would you be fluent in any foreign language, in English in my case, if you don't speak it? You just have to use it without actually minding the grammar. If you talk with the real person or with your international friends, they will not really mind if you use present tense or perfect tense. Nobody going to know as long as they understand what you're saying and what you mean. So that's the first step, to talk and to not mind about the grammar. Second, English is about use it or lose it. This is the same thing as any other language, not only English or not only any foreign language. For example, you have your native tongue. For example, I use Japanese because I'm a Japanese person. If I stop using that, I slowly going to not remember how to say the word correctly or what does it mean, because I stopped using it. Then moving on to my friends tip. So my friends and I are in the same English major. Before the pandemic, we are actually force ourselves to speak English 24/7 in our class, and even after we go home, we usually have things to do, maybe some assignment, maybe some surveys from our professor. All that kind of stuff is usually always in English. We talk in our group chats with our teachers in English, and it's always been that way. And so we are forced for every single day. And after this pandemic, it just kind of stopped, right? The studying, the talking in class just completely stopped. The ability to ask when something is wrong about the text that you've been reading during the class just stopped. And then my friends are slowly not talking in English anymore because they are not in the environment that they are required to speak with English. So I asked them how they expose themselves in English and how they uh, still have, the ability to speak English even after we don't do in class anymore. We don't do offline class anymore. So here my friend's answer. I have the I have the first answer. This is from Mega.
So in this pandemic, I'm doing some grammar exercise on the internet, and then I was watching a lot of movie and listening to a lot of song that in English actually. And then I think that's all. The movie isn't always about English, but also Russian, Germany, and then so many. And I also add English subtitle on there. But when I watch Indonesian movie, I add English subtitle. So I still can improve my English. And then the song I think it's 50-50, because sometimes when I'm on my board time, I listening to Indonesian song, but I translate it to the English. So you can say I'm so kabut. So I like to change the song. And then I also doing some exercise, as I said before. The exercise is from British Council, from English First. You can find them on the internet easily, and it's free. But I did it when I'm on kabut time, like that.
And the second, I have Wayan.
What I do to expose myself is I search for the new vocabularies, or new things that I never seen before, related to English, of course, and then on social media platforms, then save them to my social media. What I do is I search for like for vocabularies.
So essentially, they both use the free website that you can also search online. In class we use British Council. I will. It's britishcouncil.org. If I'm not mistaken, I will put the link right here so you can see and you can search it up on your own. Last tip from myself. So we've been through together. The first tip I have from my research. The second tip is from my friends. The third tip, the last tip, is on my own. I speak English since I was in junior high school, and I do not attend any courses. I force myself to speak English and to listen English and to read and write in English. And the key is to forcing yourself to speak English or to expose yourself around English. it started very simple. I just changes the settings on my phone to English language, so I could get very exposed in English. Also, it's not a lot, it's only on my phone, but like it's something. And then I slowly start to expose myself around English more. The key of exposing yourself in any foreign language or any language at all is first read, second write, third listen, fourth speaking. These 4 tips you have to include in your life, include in your study, forcing yourself to do this 4th thing, because this 4th thing is going to expose yourself into any foreign language that you want, and it will help you really improve your speaking ability, writing ability. Overall, you are going to be good in that language because you expose yourself a lot around that language. And no, you don't have to be ashamed, because like, why? Because if you expose yourself around any foreign language that made you a bilingual, maybe you're trilingual, but like you are learning a new word or a new language, sorry, nobody going to judge you for it. They should be happy and proud of you for you learning any foreign language. So no need to be ashamed when you did this. My tip, as I said before, I did the thing to expose yourself around any foreign language is to first read, second write, third listening, fourth talking. So for reading and writing, I used to really like poems and really like short stories, but I got confused because usually the language, the vocabulary in poems are just so questionable for me. So I started from very beginning. I started I started reading stuff that is very light. In my case, it's fan fiction because it's very light and it's very easy to follow. And then I also tried to write fan fiction in English. Still have that somewhere in my draft. That's a story for another time. And then for the third and fourth tip on how you expose yourself around any foreign language is to speak and to listen, right? To speak and to listen, I did it by recording myself. At that point of my life, I just decided recording my diary on my phone. So at the very end of the day, I just record myself talking about what did I do during the day that is interesting, and maybe the teacher, maybe the assignment that I have in a day, maybe certain mood that I have throughout the day and why it occurred to me. I just record it all in my phone, and then after I save the recording, I am going to listen to it, and then I'll make sure that I know that I have to use certain grammar, so it could have made sense a little more, or use new vocabulary to replace my old vocabulary that is not very effective. So those are my tips: to read, to write, to listen, and to speak to expose yourself around any foreign language. The key to expose yourself around any foreign language is, I can't believe I said, but it's forcing on yourself. But you're not essentially forcing yourself to do something that you hate. you have to force yourself to do something that you enjoy. For example, some people decided to get some people decided to be fluent, to expose themselves in any foreign language with maybe reading the news or listening the news. But like, I don't get why people like enjoy the news, let alone learning from news, learning language from news, because usually news are pretty hard to follow, especially in any foreign language. So I just decided that something very light for me, that is very easy to follow. Maybe for you it's going to be little jokes, or maybe music, movies, or even game, because most of my friends that I know that learning English basically is they know from game. So the game they play usually they started with English language and usually have the English subtitle on the bottom, so they could talk. No, they could listen. They could read it better. So I think that's it for my tip. I'm sorry if it take too long. So I hope that this tip will going to help you to improve your exposure around any foreign language, and in my case it's English. I hope that you have a very good day and good luck.
So after listening to her opinions about how to have best English exposure for her own version, what do you think about that? Write down your comment below, okay? If you think that the video is good, it's nice, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you.